All right, everybody. I am Steve. Hey, so is he. That's Stephen Wilson. This is A is for Alice, B is for Bob, and C is for cash I'm laying out because I'm showing you what I got for the month of September. Got one book, one LP, one box set, another. I don't know if you call it a box set. You let me know if you call it a box set. And then quite a few CDs. You know what I learned on my last trip down to Arizona, checking out our house? I am going to have to purge some records because I made a promise to my wife that I have a designated music room. I wish houses in Arizona had basements. Hard to come by. If I had a full basement to myself, I wouldn't be getting rid of anything. But my music room, because I'm going to have a couch in there too, and a desk, I am going to be pressed for space for all these LPs and CDs. I'm hoping to get rid of 300 to 500 LPs and probably same thing for the CDs. So I have got to do a purge before we head on down there. So what did I get in the month of September? These are only online purchases. Either got them from Amazon or from the artist or Rhino or wherever. So first up, a book. Shout out to Richard's Vinyl Tap House. He recommended this book on Gary Newman. What's this called again? Revolution. So it says right here, it's an exhaustive, entertaining, often poignant read. So I may read that on the airplane on the next trip. Then a guy who is a freak of nature. No, I'm not talking about Gary Physical Format Rock and Roll. I'm talking about Glenn Hughes and his new album, Chosen. Yeah, he is the chosen one. You know him from Deep Purple and Black Country Communion, Dead Daisies, Trapeze. Oh, let's see, California Breed, the Hughes Thrall Band, Black Sabbath. Guy is a busy man. Fantastic album. He can still sing like crazy, man. I don't know how he does it. I think he's 77 maybe now. There he is right there. Glenn Hughes. Not one of the books I bought, though. All right, so just watch the fantastic unboxing from PC31, Vinyl Policeman. Thank God he's back in the VC because nobody does an unboxing better than Mike. I don't even attempt to do an unboxing because it just pales in comparison. So he got the LP edition. I did not. I got the CD. Because like I said, right now it's all about saving room. The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Fantastic. They do the entire, on this tour, they did the entire live set from start to finish. And I don't know how you can remember those 22 songs, play them pretty much flawlessly. I recommend getting this if you like Genesis. If you don't, oh, and because I like Glenn Hughes so much, I also had to get the CD too. So there's a bad glare in here. I think I need to close the shade. Hold on a second. Don't go anywhere. All right, that's better. Okay, this is the one I asked. Is this qualify as a box set? It's labeled as a box set, and it is War. And there are 5 CDs in here. All Day Music. War. Deliver the Word. Why Can't We Be Friends? And The World is a Ghetto. You get a little booklet in here too. So I'm not going to say that's a box set like the Lamb Lies Down on Broadway is, but it's a box set. Up next, okay, I already have this on CD, and I have the LP also of it because they're my second favorite band of all time, so I have everything they've done. And they decided to do a re-release of this. This is their album, Rapture of the Deep. And they did it for, I think, one reason. It's for the money. Because really there was no reason to do a reissue of this. What they did was they made the album. artwork colored because it was just pretty much black and white before. So they did a nice color fill there. And what they did was they rearranged the song sequencing on the first disc, the proper album. They say this is the way it should have been. So, and then there's also at CD too, there's studio jams and rehearsals and some other stuff. So, but it's got Deep Purple's name on it. I'm going to buy it. Oh, talk about another guy I'll buy anything with his name. Rory Gallagher. Meeting with the G-Man. This is live and opens up with Continental OP. I think that is the best live version I have heard of that song. So, boy, the light's really bad in here today. What the hell's going on? So, oh, I know why. Let's see. Is that any better? That might be better. Oh, yes, much better. Now you can see me in all my glory and splendor. Okay, for those of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, you may remember I reviewed 3 albums recommended by Brian at Embryonic Robot, all by Arcade Fire. I actually ended up liking all 3 albums, which is kind of shocking because Brian and I normally musically we're not on the same plane, but we do have some intersection of appreciation. So, Big Daddy Glenn Calloway, he talked about 3 albums that he just raved about. So I said, you know what? I'm going to buy all 3 of them, and I'm going to review his. So those will probably start next week, the reviewing of these albums. And they are. And I always can't remember if I pronounce this guy's name right. King Crimson fame, Jacko Jaksic, or is it Jacek? I can't remember. So, but anyway, I think this is the reason why Glenn likes the album. The name of the album is Son of Glenn. Okay? It's practically nepotism. I think that's why Glenn likes it. So I'm going to let you know what I think of it. I've already listened to it a couple times. Then he also recommended some live albums. I love a live album. I know a lot of people don't care for live stuff. I do. This is the Tedeschi Trucks Band, and where they do Layla in its entirety live. So, got that. And then also the Tedeschi Trucks Band and Leon Russell revisiting Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Now, I love the original album. So, stay tuned so you can see what I think of this version. Then, back to Richard of the Vinyl Tap House, Gary Newman. I picked up the extended Gary Newman Berserker. And I have to tell you, not that wild about it. Sorry, Richard. But I love that live album you recommended. That was fantastic. And then, shout out to Randy Nelson, who led the charge in my video about who's number 5 of like the most iconic bands of all time, or, you know, influential, whatever. Not your favorite, even though these are Randy's favorite. And I have no argument against these guys being in the top 5. Just I would have picked Black Sabbath instead of The Who. That would have been my pick. So there you go. We got The Who live at the Oval, 1971. And that is it for the fantastic month of September. So that's it. And I will see you later. Thank you.